Hi guys, I am ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Farthest Frontier. This is the town of Whitmire, and in the last episode, I think it was the last episode, can't remember, we managed to beat up quite a big crew of raiders, so that's pretty cool. Now, one thing that I'm noticing is we are dropping, and obviously we want to continue building up our military strength to be able to continue to do that. Now, one thing that I'm noticing is that our stone is dropping a little bit. We obviously still want to be mining clay all over the show. Let's quickly do one thing and move. Oh, the rat catcher is actually catching in an appropriate place. So one thing that I am noticing is the whole stone thing, right? So if we look at our areas here, we can see that we are kind of logging a lot of different locations. And in these locations, we no longer have stone to be collected, or very few spots actually have stone to be collected. And so one thing that I am kind of wondering is do we... So let's do something like that so we can still go and pick up the stone first, right? So let's do that, pick up the stone first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly start to decommission these and instead head on towards building this spot here. So we'll play around a little bit and get this spot to move. We're already starting to move people in here. We don't really have the stone to be upgrading the rest of this wall, but I think broadly speaking we're okay. Let's have a quick look at what's happening with our fields this time around. I'll pause it while we quickly have a little bit of a look. Oh, that one's going to start a little bit later. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So definitely getting some food. Yeah, some food items. We're getting hay, we're getting grains, we're getting flax, we're getting hay, we're getting grain, we're getting... So maybe... Yeah, so there's a lot of things popping up, but whether we are getting everything we need, not sure. But for the time being, at least, it's kind of okay. I'm not too worried about it. Food supply is pretty good. On this cheese front, we're doing so much cheese from the cheese maker that's in reality pretty good. If we go in here, what we have available, I just wanted to double check the milk. Yeah, there's even still enormous amounts of milk. Beer and things like that, we need to start to increase our production of grains if we want to continue to produce beer. What's our flax look like? It's actually in pretty good shape. So I'm quite happy with that. One other thing that we would love to do is build the theater. So if I go to amenities and we grab the theater, would the theater fit in here? I think it will. So if I were to move, right, some of these homes, right, these are homesteads. Homesteads is the, yeah, so homesteads are, okay, fine. Whether we can actually keep them all homesteads is going to be a little bit of a challenge for us. Alternatively, no, I can't really pop it in there. Well, if we pop it in here, we might have a situation where we don't need as much to move as many, right? So potentially, it's still going to be like 4 that needs to move, though. Is it 4? Hang on. Just double check. It might actually just be 2. In which case, this might be a slightly better spot for us. That's a medium plaza. We've collected our yearly taxes. Anyway, that's just a kind of summary of what we've been collecting over the years. So I guess, let's upgrade this guy. It does cost us a little bit of clay, though, or bricks, so that's okay. I think we should be okay with that. If we were to move this guy out, do we have a spot where we could maybe squeeze it in? I think we'll do that. Right, we'll move that one up there, and we'll get the little road to go in there. We'll do something like that. So we move one of them over, and then can we maybe move the other one over here? I think that's going to be almost the easiest option for us. Let's do that. We'll move one over there. Okay, so at least that's like a waterfront house, and then that means we don't have to mess too much with our existing layout. And then we'll pop the theater in. We want to make sure that we continue to have quite a healthy quite a healthy situation here. So let's upgrade that one as well. So then, yeah, that's a pretty good spot. So we should have a lot of room to be moving stuff around. Now this thing, okay, before we get rid of that work camp there, mine is out of ore. Which one is this? Aha, okay, well, if that's the case, let's immediately salvage this building. Yes, we'll start to salvage that straight away, so we no longer have any workers here. Yeah, so we're slowly going to have to get rid of some of this stuff. So clay there is out of, no longer available. I believe we still have a clay. We're still mining clay over here somewhere, right? Oh, no, we're mining coal here. Clay over here, right? And this deposit has a reasonable amount in still. So let's just add a few people to the mix there to at least continue that there. Now, what I want to do is I want to make sure we are continuing to collect some. Okay, so here, if we move this over in this area, actually quite good. Let's move that here and say, instead of doing that, just go and collect stone for us, please. Let's try and get as much stone collected, because stone is something that we're not managing all that well at the moment, but I guess we'll be okay. New villager born. This year, we're almost flattening this out. I just want to see, is this going to be properly flat or not? Doesn't look like we're going to be able to build something on this. I was really hoping we can build the resource here, the deep mine, the quarry. But it does not seem that it is at all possible to level it out like the way I was intending. So what I'm wondering is, let's try this again, right? So if we say, let's try and level. I don't know if this is going to work, right? Let's try that. Let's try that and see if we can slowly drop down those levels a little bit. I want to get the quarry up and running. Let's actually, we do want to also bring out the guys to come and sort out these guys. Monthly cost here is pretty high, but I think we're pretty good with these guys. Let's bring these guys over and we'll quickly sort that out. So the horse people.
It will be done.
Yes, get the horse people down here,
as you
so that we clean out some of these other areas. That's kind of the plan. We'll collect all the stuff that we should be collecting. We're working pretty slowly, so let's go a little bit quicker. Lots of upgrades underway. These guys seem to be producing reasonably at the moment. What's our paper mill looking like? Let's up the number of workers in the paper mill also. See about that. Okay, pop down here. All of our guys have arrived, so let's make our way down here.
As you command.
Got a housing shortage? It's because we're moving some stuff, right? That's kind of what's happening over here. A new merchant has arrived, so let's pop up over there and quickly see what's on offer. We could sell them nothing really. Maybe some of these. And what would we like to buy from them? I don't think. What is this? Eye of the Hunter. Bows, crossbows, and towers deal 15% more damage. That is not too bad. I must say, that's not too bad. We don't want to buy any of these other things, right? We've got a pretty good hold on most of it. So the only question in my mind is, do we sell some of these candles? And I think maybe the answer is yes. So let's transfer like 43 candles in. That's at least a little bit of extra cash out of this trader. But I guess that's going to be really about it. Okay, now let's come down here, grab our our cavalry. And quickly rush in here. They're pretty tough, these guys, so we'll quickly just sort out this stuff here. And then once that's done, we'll raid these guys. Oh, we've got unlimited That's it, right? All 6 of them done? Good. So we sorted that out. That's good. Now let's quickly have a look at the knowledge that we're generating. So where we were on the route to the hospital, which we've done, and then we've got alcohol sterilization. What is this? Minus 50% reduced chance of spread of smallpox outbreaks. I think obviously these things are a little bit bad. 1% recovery rate from bedridden state. We haven't seen any of this stuff, which bothers me a little bit, that I'm not in the mood to be doing any of this stuff yet. What is this? Reduced brick cost for buildings. Ooh, that's pretty good. 15% construction speed. Maybe we should go down this path a little bit. Or this one, ratting dog. Plus 20% work area effectiveness for rat catchers. Maybe because we're dealing with this a bit. So let's grab that. Let's confirm that, get the ratting dogs in, and then pop out quickly to have a look at what our rat catcher is busy doing. Yeah, so it's a much larger area. We've been dealing with some rat issues. We should be able to. Yeah, well, let's try and clear that area out at least. Okay, now with these guys in play, we'll quickly run through here. I don't think we need to worry too much about picking up other things, right?
At once.
We're in a.
At once. At once.
We don't need to clear that either. Okay, we're trying to just get the corners done.
It will be done. It will be done.
Predators are attacking. I'm pretty sure.
Right away.
Look at this.
Right away. At
once. Nice. Get us all the way to the edges. We want to make sure we know if there is any unlimited clay, deep clay mines. Some good sand spots over here.
Right away.
Quite a bit of rock out here in the corner as well. But I think a quarry is going to be obviously
right away.
More than what we need. There's another traveling merchant. Oh, there's another site we can excavate and salvage. So let's quickly stop here, pause it, and pop back into the merchant. See what we've got going on over here. We haven't even moved this in yet. So what's the next trader on about? Nothing of particular value. I mean, some of these hide coats could be of value. And we're completely out of grain. So buying grain would be a reasonable idea. Buying clay would be a reasonable idea as well. Just to try and keep things moving a little bit. What is this? Root of the first tree. Trees grow 50% faster and orchards produce 25% more fruit. That is pretty cool, actually. But I'm not comfortable that I've got enough money to be spending it on these things. So if anything, I don't think I'm going to sell anything to this guy. Maybe we can sell, let's sell 200 of these hides. I think we're doing a reasonable job with the hides. So let's sell that, get that, and then what we'll do is we'll buy some grains, I think. It's kind of what I think is the plan. Okay, so more stuff that needs to be brought in, really. Go to Trader 1. We still haven't brought in the candles, so that's okay for now. Let's pop back on over here. Where's my cavalry over here?
It will be done.
Keep going.
At once, as you command.
That's a nice clay deposit there, but still not the deep mine that I'm looking for. I think the...
Right away.
Can we move this way? Our villagers need more builders. Unlimited coal. We found more than one unlimited coal deposit on this run.
As you command.
Which is fine. Glad to have it, but I am seeking clay more so than anything else at the moment. And we're really struggling to find that.
Right away.
More unlimited iron.
As you
command. We can do a pretty good iron.
Right away. It will be done.
Iron mining operation.
It will be done.
And iron ingot development. Another gold mine.
Right away.
That's pretty good.
At once.
Okay, these predators may be attacking us, right?
At once.
Okay, so we've cleared that out. The wolves are a little bit more aggressive, and so we try and keep them at bay a little bit more. Another traveling merchant. Okay, let's go back over there quickly. So we can quickly sell these guys. Let's sell all of that and sell those items. And go to Trader 2. That's not come in yet. And then we'll go to trader 3 and let's just have a look at this. This guy's taking honey and herbs. Okay, let's sell those that we stocked last time. Sell those items. And we'll sell the honey as also. Sell those items too. Grab a little bit of cash there. Now, we can buy clay here at 5. Hunter cabins yield more meat, which is pretty good. And what can we buy clay at over here? At 6. Okay, so clay buying will be happening over here. Let's buy like 100 or so clay, right? A little bit more. Yeah, maybe something like that. Like, how much do you have? 377. I guess something like that would be okay. So let's buy and transfer that out. Okay, we'll go to trader 2. You had lots of grains at rock bottom prices. So let's go and grab maybe, something like that. So we'll do that. Buy and transfer some grains out of there. And that's pretty good. We didn't want to buy anything else over here, right? We're all good on this front. Sand. You can sell sand. Not that we're definitely not selling these things. Why are we so short on tools all of a sudden? Let's quickly have a look at that. But yeah, here we are still in the process of getting some hides in so we can sell some more of this and get that back. But let's quickly have a look. So if we're looking at who's doing what, right? So if we're popping into these buildings, right? This one is producing. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is let's just go a little bit in the opposite direction. Now we've got lots of the heavy tools. And then we also have this one that is currently doing the heavy weapons, no heavy tools, and it's producing a little bit of all the others. What I'm thinking is, well, how are our ingot supplies? If we need ingots to be able to add more people to this mix, and that does not seem to, we don't seem to be able to get to a reasonable spot from the ingots perspective. But I guess that's okay. So for the time being, that's okay. That's okay. We still do need to do another bit of trading, but I think for now we're pretty comfortable. Now, if we grab all of our cavalry over here, we should find, where is that? Oh, they're all the way on the other side there.
It will be done.
Okay, well, anyway, we'll continue down here.
As you command.
We'll deal with the corner as
Right
soon
away.
as we deal with this area here. Whoa. Oh, we lost people. Oh, my goodness.
As you command.
Get out of here. Get
Right
out of here
away.
quickly.
It will be done at once.
3 of
It
them
will be
lost.
done.
My
As
goodness,
you
that was pretty tough. These guys are pretty tough. A raider lookout tower. And the camp is still here, though. This is a pretty tough raider camp, right? Maybe we made a mistake here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll retreat back to the garrison, and then hopefully we'll sort things out again. I can't believe we lost those people there. Anyway, not much we can do about it. Did we get the stuff come in? Still not getting the stuff come in. Okay, but this is okay. We're in a good spot here to build our theater now. So let's quickly go and start the process on the theater. So the theater is going to cost us a reasonable amount of money, but I think we're pretty good on most things, actually. So let's grab the theater. And I'm kind of thinking the theater goes something like that. I would like to do it like this. So let's put the theater in there, right? So start work on the theater for us. So we've got the hospital already. Okay, good stuff. How's our situation here? We're pretty good shape with most things. Got a minor short. We should have leveled the section here, right? Building is on fire. Let's try and level another section. Oh, well, actually, let's grab the resources thing first. Yes, we're pretty close. So let's just do another. We'll grab this, and all we'll do is we'll grab one more set there, right? So flatten that again. Hopefully that gets us another flattener there. And then we'll do it one more time, and hopefully that would do the trick. Where is the building on fire? I think people should be able to resolve this issue. Yeah, no problems. No problems. Let's get back over here. Do we have some stuff available to be sold? We should really. Oh yeah, it's all there now. So let's do that. Do the sell all items thing here. We've already picked up on that, so we don't need any more. We don't really want to buy horses. We'll have to kind of just hopefully get more horses in play here. So still 6 here now. So we'll leave it as is for the time being until we won't necessarily add more horses to the mix right now. I think we're in pretty good shape with all of this stuff. Someone coming to collect some stuff here. I'm pretty sure there was some stuff being collected from whatever the raider camp or something was down here. Okay, that's good. These guys are working away as quickly as they can, I think. Well, we hope so. Villager has died, which is why exactly. I should have actually had a look. Need to keep an eye on these villagers dying thing. Oh yeah, there we go. We're much better with the wall. With the stone now. So let's quickly do that, and let's link up the next piece, and we'll do a bit of an upgrade there. Let's continue to upgrade these. Pop back in here and just quickly have a look. So the last trader here. Is there anything else we wanted to potentially buy? More clay? I don't think so. I'd rather hold on to what we've got for the time being. Yeah, I think we're in good shape. No need to worry too much about that. You want to upgrade some of these paths as well. We'll do that one too. There we go. Low desirability making villages leave. It's this one here. A new merchant has arrived. Good golly. Good golly. So what does this merchant have? Willing to sell us books and buy books from us. Our bookbinder, we need to have a quick look. Look at the cost of these things. So we are trying to get our own stuff going. But yeah, I mean, look at the hauberks and all of these things ready to go. Ooh, here we go. This is where we win it. Let's transfer 1,000 cheese to 500 cheese to it, and we'll get that money in place. We don't need to sell any of the other stuff. Where is the bookbinder? I thought we built a bookbinder somewhere, right? Somewhere we built it. Sure we did. Furniture shop. A goat barn. Where is the bookbinder? We didn't build the bookbinder? Did we? What is this? This is a work camp. Bookbinder. I'm sure we were over here maybe. Over here? Farthest camp. Where was the bookbinder? Here it is. It's not built yet. Okay, it's still being constructed. It's going to finish right now. Interesting. Okay, so now let's have a look at what happens over here. So we use hides and paper and we create books. So I guess we'll just make a start on that. We should be in a reasonable position to do that. So that'll be good. That'll be good. We're upgrading a lot of stuff here. That is getting built. We do need to start work on our next piece here. Okay. Was that leveled out reasonable enough? Okay, let's have a quick look here. If we try it now, I think we're quite close. One more. If we do kind of one more like this, maybe that will get us going. I like it. These guys slowly mining some gold. Lots of upgrades that's necessary to kind of keep things from popping down. So if we do this improves desirability. But the upgrade is, the ingots is a problem, guys. The ingots is a problem. We'll go with decorations. There's something we can do here. Maybe something small. No, that doesn't want to work. Maybe something like that. Maybe it's something a little bit larger than that, maybe. Like this. Is that? Come on. Small plaza, a medium plaza. If we build a medium plaza there, does it get us to a point where the desirability is reasonable? Let's start building it. You would have thought, why is this guy running? How many do we have then? Intoxicated. Yeah, okay. I can imagine. It was tough losing your buddies, man. Need to move the rat catcher again to be picking up on more stuff here. Could we possibly catch both of them? Not really. Well, let's catch down here if we can. Let's try and move the rats out. This is underway. Let's see. I'm keen to get this one moving. Got some extra homes here. We want to try and whether we really need to have another layer of protection. I don't think so. But anyway, we want to try and get going a little bit more with our stone production. As soon as these guys are done, we'll pick up on that. Yeah, everything is kind of all smooth sailing here. All done. Let's just see once that's done. That looks pretty good. Maybe we can do it now. Let's go to resources. Grab this one. If we turn it like this, still a bit too steep. Let's do one more. Maybe if we do one more, that's going to do the trick, right? So if we grab this one and do one more like this, right? We'll level it out one more time. Maybe that's going to be good enough and we can do some paths down here. But yeah, clay is an issue. We've got sand over here, a fair bit of sand being generated in that location. Clay is going to be an issue. More and more so going to be an issue for us. The ingots. If we look at fertility, yeah, this area is getting a little bit more fertile. I'm kind of contemplating moving one of these fields out over here. Right, that's kind of the plan. That is kind of the plan. Oh, let's go back in there. This guy wanted the cheese, right? We've got the cheese ready to go. Let's do that, sell those items. And then at the same time, we'll go and pop over another 500 cheese. Confirm, so we'll take a little bit more money off his hands. And is there anything else we wanted to potentially buy from him? What is this guy? Let's just have a quick look here. Tribute to the king, luxury goods last longer. I don't think so. I don't think that's something we're after per se. You can buy some paper, but again, that's also not necessarily worth our while. Books will now be produced, right? So we'll start to see some books being produced also. But I think we're quite healthy from a finances perspective. Said that twice. And how are we doing on this side? We need about 51 more clay here. We're finally finishing a few upgrades in this spot. Okay, clay-wise, let's just have a quick look. Clay-wise, we need to be grabbing what we can. Okay, so let's quickly have a look. Forget about the raider. Well, keep the raider switched on so we don't go too close to them. So this was close-ish clay. And then over here, or over here, very little, or over here, very little, or over here, quite little. There is a little bit better. How much? We don't quite know. Over here, how much? This is a pretty good one. Oh, this is a nice clay deposit. So if we wanted to come and do it all the way at the edge here, the edge of the world, this is another site we can salvage for some stuff. Yeah, we really don't have that many clay sites. So I think the closest ones must be this one. What does this look like? 2,000. I think we'll just have to make our way to this clay deposit over here. I think that's going to be the one for us. So let's do that. Let's build a clay deposit out here. So it means we don't actually have it seems like we don't have the deep mine here. So I'm going to do that. And then at the same time, we're also going to build ourselves the shelter that we need. So we'll do that, right? We'll build a shelter. And then what we'll also do is we will build a well, which is a resource, right? It's a resource. So give me the well in case stuff catches fire. Do it a little bit more over that way. And what else? Oh, and a storage facility. We'll do a kind of a storage We'll do that, right? So that gives us kind of all the basics here. And then what we'll do is we'll try and run it over across the hill here and tie in with that. Okay, so at least there is then a little pathway to that area. You can obviously collect all kinds of other stuff in that area also. Okay, excellent. We're looking good. Things are looking good. Lots of people coming out there to go and do some work. What are you saying? You don't have a heavy tool? We definitely have heavy tools, right? I was just checking that. Yeah, there's plenty of heavy tools available. We've got lots of heavy weapons as well, plus some plate armor and the likes. So that's all good. Pop back in here. We lost this guy. So he left without paying us the extra money. He also left us our cheese. So I think what we do is let's leave it there, right? Let's leave it in place for when he comes back. These guys are saying they don't have any water. So maybe what we do is we add an extra well over here as well also. Resources, another well maybe. Kind of right up there should be okay. Predator is attacking. Let's quickly have a look just in case this is it's a boar. Yeah, okay. I think the crowd sorted that out a little bit. We actually need a hunter over here. So let's get ourselves an extra hunter. Okay, we'll get ourselves a hunting cabin in this area to come and hunt these hills here. And I think now we should be in a spot to actually do the deep mine here, the quarry. Still no on the quarry, huh? Even here. Okay, now let me try. If we did and we said, let's level it out. Actually, let's grab all three of those and let's level it out to this way. Maybe that helps us out a little bit to build something. Anyway, we're going to have to keep trying because it just feels like such a waste if we don't have that resource available to us. So the plan is to keep pushing forward on that. We're heading into winter. I think our food supply is looking pretty good. Not too bothered yet. We've got lots of people making their way out to this area to come and build the stuff that we're saying is necessary to build. We're getting the road sorted out over here as well. That's good. Get it ready. Probably going to be tough having them out here in the winter. So maybe that's more of a next year project. Can also hunt in this area. Do a few other bits and pieces. Lots of logging and stuff that can happen. Oh my goodness, that was a quick build here. It was really a quick build. But what we're interested in is kind of moving that into this general area. So we'll continue to hunt these guys. Actually, we'll move it over a little bit more so we should see a few different things that's able to be hunted in this area. That's okay. What's happening? Did we manage to finish this guy? 2 more clay. Come on, you should definitely have that. Settlement requires additional housing to support a larger population. Absolutely understood. Absolutely understood. Was this guy at all successful now that we've got this plaza here? You need some bricks and the likes to get better for this, right? So let's do that. Increase desirability. Let's do an upgrade over there. See if that does help us out a little bit with some of these buildings. Yeah, the ingots is a problem though. Okay, let's move the rat catcher over a bit. Been quite successful over here. Yeah, so let's pop it over here, get some more stuff happening. Frostbite, yeah, because we've got people walking all the way out here. Frostbite is a bit of an issue. Please, I think please suspend all of this construction. Right, until next season. Let's just suspend it. Construction enabled. Construction enabled. Let's just stop the construction of these items for the time being until we're in a better position. We don't want these people to be getting frostbite. Okay, so you're saying you don't have anything to go and collect over there. But where can you collect? I don't know we can really collect in this area. I don't want to upgrade. So let's, over here. Yeah, let's pop out and collect some stuff over here. Actually, let's move it even a little further that way. That should be workable. Excellent. Villagers are getting sick. Knowledge has been generated. So let's pop in there. Quickly have a look. So we've got the rat catcher. I think the construction speed is something that we're after. So let's go and grab that one. And then that's okay. So this one has been updated again. Let's have a quick look. And we still doesn't really want to work. So now with all of that in place, if I did leveled it out internally, like say like this, right? Will that be a little bit better? Like let's flatten that. Now let's try that. Maybe that helps things out. This one we're aware of, and we're trying to do something to make sure that we don't lose it. But odds are we may lose it ultimately. Doing our best. Oh, these are upgrading? Why? You wonder why that's all of a sudden a little bit more popular. Let's upgrade that road. Okay, we're getting to the end of the year. We will leave it there. I was hoping we'd finish this theater. For some reason, it didn't want to finish. It is year 43. So one thing that I'll quickly do, because I might just forget it, is we'll go and re-enable the construction here, and then we'll end the episode. But that is going to be all good for us. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I will see you in the next episode, where we'll continue to further bulk up our little village over here and get even better at what we're doing at the moment. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.